Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering how to regain strength for tomorrow? In such moments, when life seems like an endless storm, we all seek a guiding light. And you are not alone in these feelings. This is when Stoicism can become a solid source of motivation for you. In our life's journey, each of us faces heavy challenges. At times it seems everything is against us, from the pressures that engulf us at work, to relationships not going as hoped, to worries about an uncertain future. But today, together, we will explore 8 Stoic strategies to not only keep moving forward, but to turn difficulties into stepping stones for success. You will be guided on how to control your emotions, remain calm in the storm, and build a resilient spirit. These skills are not only useful in challenging times, but also in your everyday life. If you're new to this channel or haven't subscribed yet, hit the notification bell and subscribe now. Why? Because we are about to explore 8 Stoic lessons that can transform gloomy days into stepping stones for progress. And as usual, for those who really want to find the strength to overcome the toughest days, here is my challenge to you. Watch this video all the way through. Prove to yourself that you are truly determined to move forward, no matter the difficulties. Are you ready to take on the challenge? Let's start right now. Number 1. Embrace each moment of the present. Stoics value the present because life is always full of surprises and unexpected challenges. Sometimes it feels like we are struggling with a million things at once, and the weight of the world seems to be on our shoulders. Do you remember feeling the pressure of an approaching deadline or the pain from a recent heartbreak? But there is a secret we can learn. The ability to overcome these challenges lies right in the present moment. It's easy to get lost in the worries of tomorrow or the regrets of yesterday. But, in reality, we only truly control the moment happening right now. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement is not just a beautiful string of words. It's a call to action. It reminds us that, although we can't always control what happens around us, we can control how we respond. By focusing on the present, we can make choices that align with our values, and thereby find peace amid chaos. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and connect with the present. Feel the air around you, listen to the sounds, and remind yourself that this moment, right here and now, is where you have power. By embracing the present, you are not just surviving through tough days. You are growing stronger in them. And with each passing moment, you are building resilience, wisdom, and strength for what lies ahead. Number 2, the spirit of gratitude in daily life. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we often overlook what we have, focusing instead on what we lack. Missed opportunities, unfulfilled desires, and seemingly insurmountable challenges. Yet, a simple act, the practice of gratitude, can transform our perspective and brighten even the darkest days. By taking time to appreciate the good around us, we not only find joy but also build a solid foundation to weather life's storms. Seneca, a distinguished Stoic philosopher, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This advice helps us realize that joy does not come from constantly desiring more, but from valuing what we already have. Whether it's the warm smile of a friend, the comfort of home, or the simple pleasure of a cup of tea, there is always something to be grateful for. In that cup of tea, perhaps you'll find the lingering taste of past laughter shared with loved ones, or the comfort it brings on a cold winter night. Recognizing and cherishing these moments, we nurture an attitude that always seeks the light through the clouds. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging happy moments. It's also about finding meaning in difficulties. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, learn, and become stronger. So, when life gets tough, remember to pause and find, even in the smallest things, something to be grateful for. This practice may not change the circumstances, but it will change how you face them. And often, that makes all the difference. Number 3. Stoics cultivate inner strength. Life's journey is like navigating the vast, unpredictable sea. Some days are clear and calm, while others challenge our deepest resilience with terrifying storms. In those times, inner strength becomes our most reliable support. This strength does not lie in a formidable appearance, but in the steadfastness of the soul, the endurance of the intellect, and the courage of the heart. It's the gentle voice amid chaos, encouraging us to persevere just a little longer. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This advice serves as a beacon, illuminating our path to realize that our reactions, nurtured by inner strength, will shape our lives. External events, no matter how frightening, can only influence us if we allow them. By maintaining a resilient spirit, we can face difficulties with tranquility, turning challenges into stepping stones for personal growth. Building this inner strength requires daily persistence through small decisions, courageous actions, and a positive outlook that views hardships as opportunities to mature. We seek wisdom, learn from each experience, and understand that every setback is a covert lesson. Nurturing this strength within ourselves, we are not only prepared to face life's storms, but can also reach horizons that once seemed unattainable. Remember, a fulfilling life is not defined by the absence of challenges, but by the ability to overcome them with steadfast inner strength. Number 4. Stoics practice patience. Stoics value the lesson of patience. Imagine witnessing a flower gradually blooming. No rush, no haste, each petal unfolding slowly to reveal its stunning beauty. Our lives also have a natural rhythm, a certain rule that every event follows. Just as a flower does not force itself to bloom early, we too should learn to restrain and respect time. When you hold a loved one's hand in a quiet moment, doesn't the bond feel deeper than words can express? The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius reflected, "Time is like a river, unceasingly flowing, sweeping away all events in a moment. We only realize it has passed, and immediately the new flow continues to sweep away." This reflection underscores that time relentlessly moves on, carrying both challenges and achievements. Our anxiety often stems from the desire to control this flow, from wanting to speed up the good and avoid the bad. However, true power lies not in conquering the river of time, but in how we choose to navigate it. Patience is not merely waiting, it is waiting with purpose, understanding that every moment is significant, even when its importance is not immediately apparent. When we practice patience, we are not just passively waiting. We are actively preparing, growing, and maturing. Thus, when the right moment arrives, we are fully ready to embrace it. So, the next time you find yourself becoming impatient, remember the slowly blooming flower and the continuously flowing river. Understand that your time will come, and when it does, it will truly be worth your patience. In a small town in Greece, there lived a man named Alexander, who had left his home in Scandinavia in search of wisdom. Alexander had heard of the wisdom of the Stoics and wanted to learn from them. He spent many years searching and eventually found a Stoic master who taught him that contentment comes not from possessing many things, but from understanding and accepting what we have. One day, while walking along the beach, Alexander found a gold bracelet. He immediately thought about selling it for money. However, as he approached the pawn shop, a sense of unease rose within him. Alexander remembered his teacher's words. What we own will eventually own us. He decided not to sell the bracelet, but instead to find its rightful owner. Eventually, he found an elderly woman in a nearby village who had lost the bracelet on a stormy day. The gratitude and joy in her eyes confirmed to Alexander that he had made the right decision. The lesson he learned from this experience was not just about restraint, but also about valuing and respecting what belongs to others. Alexander learned that true happiness in life comes from creating meaning and connecting with others, not from the material possessions we hold. Number 5. Stoics understand what they can control. Understand that not everything is within your control. Life is like a stormy night, thunder crashing, lightning flashing, and winds howling, trying to knock you down. You cannot ask the storm to stop or direct the path of the lightning, but you can choose to light a candle, seek shelter, and hold on to what keeps you standing. The important thing is not trying to control the storm, but understanding what is and isn't within your ability. Epictetus, an ancient Stoic philosopher, once whispered a truth that remains relevant today. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This is a simple yet profound realization. We often waste too much energy worrying about things beyond our reach. Things that, no matter how hard we try, we cannot change. Instead, why not focus on what we can influence? How we react, our emotions, and our decisions. These are the candles we can light to chase away the darkness. So, when life brings storms, remember that you have a choice. You can't stop the rain or silence the thunder, but you can decide whether you will dance in the rain or cower from the noise. Realizing what you can control truly brings a sense of freedom. It's the first step, not just to endure life's storms, but to thrive amidst them. And when the dawn comes, you will realize that the storm was not the main story. The real story is how you chose to face it. Number 6. Learning through adversity. Imagine a blacksmith enthusiastically forging a sword from a rough piece of metal. Through intense heating and repeated hammering, the rough metal gradually becomes sharper, more durable, and more refined. Similarly, life's hardships, though they may seem harsh, are actually trials that help us forge ourselves, perfecting our beings and leading us to the best versions of ourselves. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Even after thousands of years, these words still hold true. Challenges, adversities, and difficulties are not meaningless obstacles on our path to progress, but are opportunities to grow, learn, and discover the potential hidden within each of us. Every hardship we endure contains a valuable lesson. Accepting adversity does not mean seeking suffering or tormenting oneself. It means recognizing the deep value in each challenge and shifting our perspective from viewing them as burdens to seeing them as solid stepping stones toward wisdom and development. So, when faced with the fiery trials of life, remember the blacksmith and his sword. Understand that, with enough resolve, every adversity you encounter can become a powerful force that helps you perfect yourself into a masterpiece. We are eager to know how lessons about resilience and self-discipline have impacted you. If you are ready to face hardships to become stronger after hearing advice from Stoic philosophers, please comment with 1. Or, if you want to share more about your experiences and personal stories. After applying this lesson, we would love to hear from you. Let us know the changes you have made and the valuable lessons you have learned. Each story of yours is not just an inspiration, but also a living proof of the power of a resilient spirit. Number 7. Stoics seek wisdom. Stoics are always on a journey in search of wisdom. Wisdom is not a privilege reserved for a select few. It is a hidden treasure right before our eyes, awaiting those who are brave and determined enough to discover it. The fact that you have pursued this path, delving deeply into the lessons, is authentic proof of your relentless commitment to seeking wisdom. Your effort is not only worthy of admiration, but also a clear indication that you are on the right path. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This reminder is not merely a call to accumulate knowledge, but an invitation to delve deeper, to question, reflect, and evolve. True wisdom is not about knowing all the answers, but about knowing how to ask the right questions and having the humility to learn from both your successes and your failures. Seeking wisdom requires an open heart and a curious mind. It involves listening more than speaking, observing more than showing off, and recognizing that every person you meet and every experience you undergo offers you a valuable lesson. Wisdom is not a final destination. It is a continuous journey that expands your soul, sharpens your mind, and broadens your perspective. As you continue along this path, always cherish every step, every insight, and every new discovery. On the journey towards wisdom, it is this challenging and enriching journey itself that is the invaluable reward. Number 8. Stoics cultivate compassion. In the journey of life, each of us carries our own unique burdens, challenges, and joys. Yet in every moment of life, amid these personal challenges, we always find a precious opportunity to connect with each other through a meaningful act. Compassion. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "What harms the hive, harms the bee." With this advice, he reminds us of the inseparable connection between the individual and the community. When we extend kindness, understanding, and empathy to those around us, we are not only helping them, but also nurturing the collective soul of humanity. Compassion is not merely about feeling pity. It is about experiencing the pain of others as your own, and making even the smallest effort to alleviate that pain. Cultivating compassion requires an active approach. We must listen more than we speak, feel more deeply than we judge, and act more than we watch. In a world filled with divisions, compassion is the bridge that heals hearts and mends wounds. By practicing and spreading this virtue, we not only help lift others, but also find deep meaning and satisfaction in our own lives. In the vast universe of life, each of us is like threads tightly woven together. When we choose compassion, we're not just nurturing richer and more harmonious relationships, but also crafting a masterpiece that we are all a part of. Embrace these 8 Stoic lessons, which are not just advice, but also sources of inspiration to help you stay strong, peaceful, and steadfast during challenging times. Persistently following these lessons will lead your life to a new level of virtue and satisfaction amidst the world's chaos. View difficulties as stepping stones to reach new heights. Every passing day, no matter how challenging, is a gift for you to train and refine yourself. We cannot choose our circumstances, but we can choose how to respond to them with strength and determination. Begin this journey not just with words, but with concrete actions, and join us to witness the transformative power of ancient wisdom. We will soon announce something special, so don't miss out. If you find this video helpful, show your support with a like, share it with friends, and comment, "I will face it," or "Say no to giving up," to affirm your commitment to these values. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any lessons on ancient wisdom. Your action is not only a support for us, but also helps spread this mission to more people. Thank you for taking the time to watch. We look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos. To continue exploring Stoic wisdom, check out the recommended videos on your screen now. Maintain the Stoic spirit and continue your journey in search of wisdom. Thank you.